Jason Phillips from Appraise, autoappraise.com. Down in Fort Wayne, Indiana today, January 6th, 2012. Can you believe this day? It's sunny and about 50 out. Not your typical winter for this part of the country. Everybody's getting a warm day. Anyway, we're looking at a 56 Chevy convertible, Bel Air. Engine's been repainted. Engine bay detail is in reasonably decent shape for a driver. Got original style brakes, original style generator, original oil bath, air cleaner. Battery mount still up here in front. Go ahead and fire it up. Some repaint work's been done on the motor right there while it's in place. Antifreeze is nice and green, oil's clean and full, transmission fluid doesn't smell burnt. We're getting ready to take it for a quick test drive. Reflective quality of the paint is pretty nice. It's pretty well sanded. Down low you can see the large bold print at the top of the report that we do from probably 18 to 20 inches away. There's a few small chips down low, and this is a little bit of bubbling and swelling you'll see in the still photos. A little crack there and some filler in the seam, a few more bubbles. A little bit of bleed through and touch up on the paint in spots. But in general, for an older paint job that's probably engaging 15 to 20 years, still in pretty presentable shape. Hard to see in the lack of sunlight here, I apologize for that. Got some original style T3 headlights in it, at least in this side. The chrome's still in pretty decent shape. Got some stage 1 pitting and patina in some spots. Little tiny bit of rust dots happening on top of the plating. Original hubcaps. I have a little bit of fade going on, but no major hammer dents noted. Both the doors close pretty nice. This one closes a little harder. It's had a little bit of body repair right here in the corner and some filler detected. The car itself, magnet tests out pretty good. Digital paint meter indicates that the left side appears to be a little more adhesive with a little less filler than the right side. From about 8 or 10 inches down on the right side, there's a little less body adhesion, magnetic adhesion. A few contaminations that were painted over in the years, and a little bit of overspray noted on some trim components. These vent windows are original. They've got some scratches and delamination and some plating fade on the, and those could stand to be redone. The convertible top, it's about as far as we can get her down right there. Car's got a Continental kit on it. Sports the original cast iron power glide. You ready to take her for a ride? Get her done. Alrighty. Got a nice period correct interior that's probably redone about the same time that the vehicle was redone. No tears in the seats. They can stand a little bit of cleanup work. The seat moves forward and backward as it is designed, but the cable stretched on this side needs a little bit of love and attention to and lubrication to get moving. Both the oil and generator lights come on as designed when the key is first turned forward, and then go out as they should. The cable slides are free, and the heater fan works. Radio's currently in op. And the wipers are currently in op. And the horn works. It's rare you're going to see two guys driving down the road in a convertible in northern Indiana in January. But we're doing it. We don't even have hats on. We're tough. The car seems pretty stable. We're doing about 35 right now. We're in a limited speed zone. A little bit of bump to the steering, but the suspension looks pretty original underneath. Some of the control arm bushings are dry, and doesn't look like it's had any fresh rebuilds. I imagine if somebody goes to the trouble to do some work on this car, they're going to do some suspension work as well. But Certainly nothing from prohibiting the car to be driven in its current way. The gas gauge appears to be working, and I haven't seen the temperature gauge come up just yet. Slowing down to go over some tracks. We're doing about 40 miles an hour right now. Drive it in the way back if he lets me, and get a chance to feel the suspension and the steering and the brakes. And but as it stands right now, it's a good-looking driver quality car. The car does have some rust-through issues on the original floor pans. There's rust holes that have been patched from above underneath the carpet, and done in a sufficient manner to be stable, not necessarily cosmetically pretty. The inner rocker structure's had some repairs done on it. But the floor supports themselves that attach to the floor pans. They're very stable, and the gussets hanging off the sides of the frame rails are stable. Bushings are in pretty good shape. No real evidence of caving in, or problems with the doors closing. The doors seem to close pretty good. The doors got pretty good gaps. Got the original correct style frame underneath the car with the X member and the 3/8 welded bands of steel along the bottoms of the frame rails left and right. That is correct application for a Tri-5 Chevy convertible. Car's got dual exhaust, standard exhaust manifolds. It's got some patch repairs in the bottom of the spare tire tub. The rear tail panel shows a little bit of buzz around if you want. The rear tail panel shows a little bit of a body caulk repair where maybe the bumper was pushed in a long time ago, and but nothing too major. The front end took a little tonk in the left front bumper at some point in time. The bumper itself was replaced. The frame rail's got a little bit of a wrinkle to it still. Apparently they didn't think it was bad enough to replace it, and it really probably isn't. As far as the underbody goes, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but the light will come in a minute. Pretty stable underbody, but you can see some rust right through on these floor pans. It looks pretty much the same left and right. The engine may have a little bit of wrist pin noise. Just a little bit of clunking heard. No leaks noted on the backing plates. Rear end housing is unrestored. The frame itself's in good condition. You can see the band is there, and you can see the X member is there. A little bit of swelling down low in the body. We're going to go top up this time. Imagine this is going to be a quieter ride. And we're running out of battery, so this film might end abruptly, but if it does, Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, autoappraise.com. We have 310 inspectors nationwide. This is my commercial, my plug. Visit us on YouTube. Auto Appraise is all one word. That's our account. A couple hundred test drive videos up that you can check out. We drive around the country jacking up cars and doing photos and written inspections nationwide. So if you need help looking at a car, give us a call, 800-301-3886. I wish every January inspection was like this. I think every inspection today will be like this. We're going back to the left and straight through. Is that where we're heading? speedometer may be actually registering a little bit low. Because it feels like we're doing a little better than 25, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it does register a little low.
Yeah. Say it handles in that pretty typical 50s feel. I jab on the brakes here a little bit. Brakes have a slight pull to the left. Nothing too disconcerting. Drum brakes, I think an adjustment probably won't take care of. Shows about 35 miles an hour right now, maybe just under 40. My guess is we're doing more like 50. Yeah, typical slop of the suspension of an unrebuilt suspension. Nothing you wouldn't expect. Jason from Appraise, autoappraise.com. Finishing up on a 56 Chevy Bel Air test drive down in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Let us know if we can do an inspection for you sometime.